What's up, world, man? It's your boy Suave Starr Child, man. Just checking in today, man. Y'all forgive me, my voice a little hoarse, man, from this weekend. Worked a little football youth camp and, kind of lost my voice out there, but it was all worth it, man. It was a great camp, man. So just bear with me, but I'm going to get through this video because I just felt compelled I had to do it regardless. As you can see from the title, we're talking about, dietary laws as well as, why me personally, I'll never be a vegan. Now, first thing I want to say is, shout out to everybody who is vegan or, vegetarian. I know there's a difference between the two. This is not a diss video against, none and nothing like that, so don't take it personal, whatnot. It's just really, how I look at the world through my truths and things that I've learned. And two consistent things I've learned, on my journeys is, if you observe nature and the universe, it gives you all your answers. It pretty much tells you everything. You just have to take the time to sit back and observe the world around you, and you'll see all the answers are right there in front of you. And also, another thing is balance. Everything in this life is about balance, yin and yang, the light and the dark. You can't have one without the other. But you have to have a balance of light and dark in order to be, to get through this life. And that's basically where I'll start off with as far as we talk about, meat and dietary laws. And why, personally, I'll never be a vegan. It's because I believe in balance in all things and through observations of the universe. So really starting off simple, we human beings, we have four canines. We got fang teeth, canines, fang teeth, two up top, two at the bottom. Now, the universe doesn't do anything haphazardly or do anything just to do it. Everything has a purpose. Now, keep in mind, we only have four canines, and all the rest of our teeth are regular. I forgot what the word is for herbivore, but that right there is your key. That you're not supposed to eat a lot of meat, and that's the issue. Is we eat too much meat. It's not as bad. It's not necessarily an issue about us eating meat. It's the fact that we eat too much meat. Okay, like I said, you only got four canines, so you're not meant to just eat meat exclusively or eat meat. The majority of your diet should be fruits and vegetables. That should be the majority of your diet, and meat should be something that's treated almost like a dessert. You know what I'm saying? You eat it on occasion. It shouldn't be that you eat meat with every meal, which is what most of us do. Most people who eat meat do, is they have meat with every single meal. Morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. There's always meat on their plate. And that's the issue, because that's an imbalance when you do it that way. First of all, it takes your body, don't quote me, but it takes longer for your body to digest meat than it does to digest fruits and vegetables, like hours longer. I don't know what the exact number is, but I think it's somewhere around like 6 hours or something to digest meat. So if you take that in consideration and you think about the fact that most people eat meat with every meal, where your body's constantly overworking trying to break down that meat, that's not a good thing for overworking your body. That's not balanced. Most of your diet should consist of fruits and vegetables. That's just 100% real. That's the way your body was designed. If you weren't meant to eat meat, not only would you not have fang teeth, but you would not have the ability to digest it, or it would be poisonous to you. And I mean poisonous, like it would make you immediately sick or make you immediately definitely ill. And juxtaposed as reality, the reality to support that statement is that we know there are certain berries or certain fruits or whatnot that if you eat them, they will kill you. They will make you sick immediately. Within 24 hours, you'll be definitely ill. So things that aren't meant for you to digest or meant for you to be ingesting, period, you'll know. The body will let you know almost immediately. Certain poisons, certain things that won't. But with things like meat consumption, the imbalance is when your body starts telling. When you see people who have those dark spots by their eyes, that's because they eating too much meat, and a lot of them eating too much pork or whatnot too. I'm gonna talk about pork and crawfish and all that stuff when folks who want the dietary laws in another minute or two. But that's really the thing. Like I tell folks ask me, because I'm not, I consider myself to be in shape for the most part. I'm not, just an immaculate model of health, but I'm pretty good, pretty comfortable with my physical appearance and my overall health. I run regularly, I work out regularly, whatnot, and I have a balanced diet for the most part. And I tell folks, I do the opposite of what most people do. Most people eat what the hell they want to most of the time and eat what they should or eat healthy some of the time. I do just the opposite. I eat healthy or eat what I should eat most of the time. And some of the time, I eat what the hell I want to. Okay? And that's how I maintain my balance. And that's also how, just on a personal level, I cherish those delicacies or whatnot. Like chicken wings. I love chicken wings. I ain't even gonna front. I love chicken wings. It's the way some people like bacon. I'm not a big bacon fan or nothing, but I love chicken wings. But guess what? I don't eat chicken wings every day. Hell, I only eat chicken wings every week. I might go weeks or even maybe months sometimes without eating chicken wings. But I like chicken wings, and somehow I always, if they're available and I'm there, I might eat some. So yeah, really the body's about balance, man. And that's really everything in nature. That includes your diet. Your diet should be balanced. Now, I'm going to talk about dietary laws and whatnot and how they play into everything. And I'm also going to talk about the meat industry as well. Matter of fact, I'm talking about the meat industry now. The biggest problem with the meat industry, the biggest two problems with the meat industry overall, one is the condition in which they keep the animals is horrible. It's horrible treatment of an animal. Even if it's an animal you're going to eat, it's horrible to treat them in such a way. In the way that the meat industry treats them, it's horrible. And I know some people say, oh, well, how are you going to say it's horrible to treat an animal certain way when you're going to kill it anyway? Well, because if you look at ancient societies, for a prime example, the native tribes of America, and I say native tribes because, Indians is a false term, but the native tribes of America, the buffalo for them was a sacred animal. It was a sacred animal, and they cherished that buffalo. Even though they hunted and killed that buffalo, they had a relationship with that buffalo because they understood that they treated the buffalo, when they would go on a buffalo hunt, they treated it more like a sacrifice. They knew that buffalo, the sacrifice of that buffalo's life was feeding their tribes. Not only feeding their tribes, it was clothing their tribes. Not only clothing their tribes, it was housing their tribes. A lot of their teepees and tents they made were made from the hides of buffalo, and they would you take the bones and make tools and things. See, a lot of ancient cultures were not wasteful. That's one of the biggest issues about the Western society today and what is the meat industry is we're just too wasteful. We have no respect for anything. We don't cherish, we don't honor that. That's one thing they did. If they killed a buffalo or whatever, first of all, none of it went to waste, okay? It was not like now where we mass produce meat so it can sit on shelves in 2 weeks we can throw it away. Okay? We're just so wasteful as a society in general and excessive. So that's one of the differences. And also with that, they didn't treat animals with the disregard that we as humans do a lot of times. So that's the issue with the meat industry, as well as what I said, the wastefulness of the meat industry, the conditions they keep the animals in, as well as the practices, the way they use to kill them. It's really barbaric. Okay, the way they go about killing the animals is totally barbaric. I know y'all have seen the videos on YouTube and stuff. It makes you sick to your stomach because you don't have to be a barbarian about the process. Okay, even in India, where they eat cow, where the cow, I think it is a sacred animal. Okay, and they treat cows. They treat cows like gods or whatnot over there. But they still do eat them. They still do eat them sometimes, whatnot. But it's the more of a honoring of that part they play in the cycle of life. So biggest problem in the meat industry is that they mass produce meat that's going to go to waste. They're wasteful, and the condition they treat animals, as well as the process they use for killing animals, that's all horrible. As well as the fact that a lot of companies and a lot of business or companies in the meat industry, the things they feed the animal are not. It's not really good, for the animal or for the people who are consuming. Because yes, you are what you eat, which leads me into the dietary laws. um, about like pork, crawfish, uh, most shellfish or whatnot. Okay, the reason for the dietary laws that you see in a lot of holy books like the Quran or the Bible is to give you a guide, because when making laws or you're trying to establish order, it's a lot simpler and a lot easier to tell folks, listen, don't fuck with it. Just don't eat that. Just don't eat it, as opposed to telling them, well, you can balance it out, but you really shouldn't eat a lot. You should eat, only a small portion, because then you have to decide, well, what's a small portion? What is the balance what's the balance between eating too much of this and eating it to a point where it makes me sick and it clogs my arteries and stuff like that. So it's easier to say, you know what, don't eat it at all, okay? Because the reality is, with those dietary laws, specifically like with pork and like a lot of the shellfish, is that those type of animals are the sewers of this world, okay? They are the bottom feeders of the animal kingdom, okay? Everybody knows a pig will eat anything that's in front of it, including its own feces or human remains, anything. Pig will eat whatever, okay? So when you're digestion, when you're eating pork in any form, you're taking that into yourself, okay? So yeah, pork is not It's not something you should be eating every morning, okay? And I'm here to tell you, guess what? I eat pork on occasion. I have eaten pork on occasion. Do I buy? I don't buy pork though. That's the one thing. I didn't grow up eating pork. I didn't grow up. My father growing up was heavily influenced by Islamic culture and law and whatnot. So it wasn't in our house, and even still to this day, when I do buy meat, I don't buy pork. Even like I actually prefer beef bacon. I actually like beef bacon to the regular bacon or whatnot. Now, if I'm out and about somewhere, if I'm with some friends or whatnot, and I'm at somebody's house and they have pork bacon or whatnot, I may or may not eat it depending on how I feel. But I can't even count on one hand the times that I actually might eat pork in a year, because it's just that rare, okay? And that rarity again plays into the balance of it. But a lot of folks, especially folks who like bacon, they eat that shit all the time. Every morning with breakfast, they gotta have bacon or pork chops and stuff like that. I mean, there's really, as far as pork goes, if it's not ribs or goddamn breakfast sausage, I pretty much don't even have no desire to have it. Okay, now I'll be honest with you. I do like ribs, okay? The shit's good, okay? Beef ribs, pork ribs, the shit's good. But guess what? I don't cook out every weekend. I don't go to cookouts every weekend. Honestly, it's July. And I cannot think of one time when I've actually sat down and ate ribs. That's what I talk about when I'm talking about, like, there's a balance with stuff. If I would eat ribs tomorrow, it's not going to kill me. If I would eat a plate of bacon right now, it's not going to kill me. But if I'm eating that consistently every day, it's going to kill me. It's going to catch up with me. It's going to kill me. You know why? Because the body has a built-in healing factor. The body has a built-in cleaning system that gets rid of those things. That's meant to get rid of waste out of your body. Okay? But if you overload that, if you're constantly putting waste into your body can't get rid of it in time. Your body can't wash it out and do its job, because you're overloading it and you're overworking it. So what ends up happening is your body starts showing signs of not being able to break all that down. That's when people start getting heart attacks. The arteries start getting clogged up. Like I said, they start getting them black spots. All type of ways the body send a message saying, hey, stop. I can't take all this shit you put it into me. I can't keep digesting it. Prime example, Taco Bell. Most fast foods, specifically Taco Bell, if you eat at Taco Bell, what happens? That shit run through you. Shortly after, you're going to be in somebody's bathroom shitting it out. Why is that? Because, like I said, your body has a waste system, okay? When you get hungry, when you feel hunger in your stomach, hunger pains, your body's not saying I need food. Your body's saying I need nutrients. So when your body says it's hungry and you go to Taco Bell or a fast food restaurant, the space inside your stomach does get full, but your body is looking and saying, there's no nutrients in this. I can't do anything with this bean burrito or this Big Mac. Get this shit out of here. That's why shortly after you eat fast food, it doesn't stay with you long because there's not much nutrients in it, so the body gets rid of it, okay? As opposed to when you eat real food, it sticks with you longer. You don't have to run straight to the bathroom after you eat a good meal because the body is still processing, it's taking all that nutrients. I was like, yes, this is what I need. In fact, I've had an experience of that. There used to be a brother named Nabinga. He had a shop on the east side over off by Stonecrest. He had like a little African art shop, and I was there one time. My homeboy Troops, man, do music with me. And brother Nabinga came out the back and he's showing the arts, mask, all that stuff, statues and stuff. That's where I get different pieces. A friend of mine got me this one. Shout out my friend Aisha, she got me that. But anyway, when she was in Egypt. But anyway, he came out one day and he had a bowl, small, not big, a regular bowl, and it was some Ital food. It was I couldn't tell you what it was, but it was like some yams and some other stuff mixed in. And it just smelled so good. And me and my boy, she was like, man, what is that you eating, man? And it was like, try some. He ain't just try some. He brought a spoon. I said, try some. We had about 2 spoonfuls. And when I tell you, I could feel my body being energized and immediately responding from just those 2 spoonfuls of what he gave us. It was a feeling that I was unusual with. You know what I'm saying? My body was like saying, thank you. Where the hell have you been hiding this good stuff at the whole time? I could actually feel my body being energized. I could feel the nutrients going throughout my body, and I could feel that glow. Like, damn, this is fuel. Okay, that's really why you're supposed to eat. You're not supposed to eat just for taste. You're supposed to eat to recharge, to refuel. Your body's like a machine. Okay, and you gotta fuel it and charge it the right way. If you put bullshit in it, it's gonna break down over time, especially the more you do it with, the more bullshit you put in there. But like back to like the dietary laws, like crawfish and all that stuff, I can't mess with that anymore because once I understood the correlation between a crawfish, a shrimp, and a cockroach, I can't even look at it the same. I used to be coming up young. I used to like fried shrimp. I mean, it tastes good. But just looking at it, and now I just see a plate of roaches or whatnot. I had crawfish once in my life, and it was a bad experience. I used to date a girl from New Orleans. We went to New Orleans to meet with her family and whatnot. And while we were down there, we stopped somewhere and got some crawfish. And she was like, "Oh, you can." She loved crawfish. I was like, "I ain't never had crawfish. This shit." But I'm the type of person. I try new things. I'm adventurous and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, what I gotta do? She's like, you gotta break the head off and eat in the juices and all that. I was like, break the head off and eat the juice. What? This shit don't even sound right. Long story short, I had a crawfish or 2 and my stomach was fucked up for the rest of the day. I'm good on that shit. And it still looked like a goddamn big ass roach out of the ocean, okay? So I'm good on the crawfish and shit. Now, because I also getting crawfish, lobsters, shrimp, they eat off the bottom of the ocean floor. All the waste that goes to the ocean floor, they eat it. They crawfish, shellfish and stuff, and pigs are like the garbage disposals again, okay? So when you're eating that, you're ingesting all the bullshit they eat, okay? That's why dietary laws say, yo, you don't need to eat any of that shit. Yes, granted, it may not immediately kill you, but you put in that bullshit in your body, it's not good for your optimal health, okay? And that all still comes back to balance. So that's why I can't say anything against people who choose to be vegan or be vegetarian or whatnot, because, you know, it is a form of balance, you know what I'm saying? They you know, and you can get protein and other things that are found in meat from other fruits and vegetables or whatnot. Okay? Also, for my animal lovers, you know, who feel some kind of way about eating animals, it's the circle of life, man. You learned that from Lion King. Everything in this universe gets consumed by something else, okay? It's just process hell. If you was caught out there with a lion, a bear, or any number of items, you'd be in the ocean or whatnot, and the wrong animal come by you, he gonna eat you up, you're gonna be a snack, you're gonna be a meal. That's life, that's universe, okay? But again, the thing is balance. It's not being wasteful. It's not killing just to kill, which is why I'm not a big proponent of folks who hunt on the regular. I mean, because you're killing just to kill. You know, a lot of times folks hunt don't even eat what they kill all the time, unless it's deer, which venison is good. I'll be honest with you, it's a good meat. Again, it's not something I have the luxury of eating all the time. Okay, I don't. It's not something I eat on the regular whatnot. But I will say deer meat is good, and I have had it before. But still, killing just to kill, just to put